Hi there, how are you doing? We're going to do something a little different than I usually do. We're going to be doing some sound triggers today for ASMR. So if you like classic ASMR, get ready. We are going to be doing sound triggers with Styrofoam. Now, I did a video a while back, and I actually used these to create a very unpleasant sound as sort of a joke. But I realized when I was messing around to get that sound, that Styrofoam actually makes a pretty nice sound, a nice series of sounds that I'm going to be making for you. So I hope you enjoy them. Now, we're going to be doing several different ones. We're going to be doing this one as well. We're going to be doing this one as well. So if you like those, I think you're in good shape. I realized today that my hands were very, very dry today. I don't know why, it's just been exceptionally dry out recently. And that's actually kind of helpful because it lets me make this sound very easily with the Styrofoam. Now, this Styrofoam, as you can see, is actually for my lights. I've got two lights, one on each side here. And sometimes, like today, I actually travel. And when I travel, I've been trying recently to bring my green screen with me. But a green screen isn't going to do you much good if you don't have lights. So fortunately, I've got these that I can bring, and they make this neat sound that I'd like to share with you. Now, I actually have a degree in radio, television, film. And that's where I got my start doing a lot of this stuff. The truth is, I've wanted to be a voice actor since I was 16 years old. And what happened was, a movie came out. The movie was called Unforgiven. Now, if that dates me, that's fine, because I've told everybody how old I am, so it's not like it's a secret. But I was actually working at a movie theater. It was actually the first time that I wore a bow tie. It was at that movie theater. Though, in fact, somewhere I still have that black bow tie I wore at the movie theater. But a movie trailer came on, and it was the trailer for Unforgiven, the Clint Eastwood Old West movie. Good movie, by the way. You should check it out if you haven't seen it. And the movie trailer came on, and the voice said, "It was a matter of honor." And I was like, wait a second. That's Optimus Prime. Now, I grew up in the 80s, so of course I watched the original Transformer cartoons. And I loved Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. And I later find out it's a gentleman named Peter Cullen who has done the voice of Optimus Prime. But it hit me like a bolt out of the blue. Oh, wait. He does that for a living. That's his job. Like, that's his job. He's a voice actor. So it was one of those things, if you've ever watched the show, listened to the show podcast, Nerdist Writers Panel, there's a thing where he'll often ask writers, like, when did you realize this was a job you could do? And a lot of them had that same aha moment where it suddenly hit them like, oh wait, someone actually writes and creates this thing. And we all know it, but there's a certain time in our life where we realize that's actually a career path you could do. And so keep that in mind, by the way. You might realize at some point if something you never really thought of is actually a career path for you. Like, say, making ASMR videos. But I realized that I could be a voice actor. Now, am I a professional voice actor? Yes, I am. Is it my full-time job? No, it is not. I do it on the side. I do not make enough money on it to be full-time. I'd love to, but it's like acting. Voice acting is just like acting. There's some people who make millions and millions of dollars, and most actors are waiters in the day. That's how voice acting works too. And I've been so happy with it. It's made me so happy. I do birthday greetings for children in the voice of characters. I have gotten to work on so many different projects. And many years ago, there was a very bad movie that came out, which I'm actually blanking on the name of the movie. No, wait, here, it came back to my head. It was called Waiting to Live. And they didn't use my voice in all of the videos, because I went back and tried to find it, and there was someone else on a different one. But they actually used my voice for the trailer on some of them. And so I felt that was like a nice little round robin where things came back around, and I finally did a movie trailer. And of course, I'm glad I got to do that. That was close to 10 years ago now, because I don't know if you've noticed, movie trailer voices isn't a thing anymore. Watch a trailer. There's no narrator. There's no, it was a matter of honor, and there's no in a world. That's really gone out of fashion. So I'm really glad I got to do it even one time. But that was the moment that I realized I wanted to be a voice actor. And I'm eternally grateful to a friend of mine who actually gave me my first voice gig. It was actually on camera. And if I've told this story before, I apologize, but kind of talking off the cuff here. My friend actually let me have the job. It was $100, which would still be nice money to make today. It's $100, and it was reading The Raven. And it still exists. It's still floating around out in public schools, which is crazy. But ever since then, I've done things to become a voice actor. And it's been very hit or miss. I haven't done as well, but in the last 5 years, I actually have done more voice acting. And it's so satisfying. Is it my full-time job? Absolutely not. But do I get to do fun things and maybe projects like this? Because after all, so much of making ASMR videos is voice. It's just that there is a camera component to it. But I'm so glad that I get to make these videos. It's hard because there are so many different things pulling at my time. I have my voice projects. Of course, I have a full-time job and my family and all other obligations and all the nerdy things that I want to do, all the movies I want to watch, and all the different things I want to consume, and that I have to practice on my magic for my children's shows. And so it takes a lot of time to make these videos. So if you don't mind, go ahead and support me by just subscribing to Roleplay Riot. If you do want to support me on Patreon, I appreciate that as well. There'll be a link below. But what I want you to take away from this is that you can do nearly anything that you want to. Just get out of your head that you're going to make millions and millions of dollars on it. That's great if you do, but the odds are that you won't. But you know what? That's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because you love it. You're doing it because it's fun. So think about it. What is it that you like to do? What is it that makes you happy? What is your aha moment? Maybe it's just a hobby that you do. Think about it. Find new ways to express your hobbies. And hey, maybe you and I will end up recording together one day. And if we do, we can find 2 pieces of styrofoam to record with. I'm Michael from Roleplay Riot. I hope you have a really good evening.